What the cameras didn't capture will astound you. Fans never realized how startling and complicated the small couple's story was. The show never disclosed the side of their inspirational journey that is full with hardships, secrets, and startling realities. Prepare to discover the undiscovered tale that challenges all of your preconceived notions. It was difficult to get permission to film at Arnold's workplace. The small couple's devoted followers are aware that Dr. Jen Arnold's work as a "Hello, friend, welcome back to my channel. God bless you." For the news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Her biography and the plot of the program have been significantly influenced by her work as a neonatologist at Texas Children's Hospital. Her work has frequently been spotted by viewers, giving them an authentic look into the challenging and caring field of neonatal medicine. Many people might not be aware of the amount of work that went on behind the scenes to enable filming at the hospital, though. Arnold explained in a 2013 interview with Glamour magazine how he persuaded the hospital's management to permit cameras. It was no easy task to get crews inside. In an attempt to secure permission to film, Arnold and the production crew contacted the hospital's public relations department when the show first came to life. However, the first reaction was, to put it mildly, hesitant. "They have a lot to lose as a hospital," Arnold said. It makes sense that the hospital was cautious about its reputation and considerate of the privacy and welfare of patients and their families. Whenever film was released, they wanted to make sure it presented the hospital in a light that is courteous and upbeat. This resulted in numerous conversations between LMNO, the production firm behind The Little Couple, and the hospital administration. The company's background in medical cinematography contributed to the development of mutual respect and trust. Through these lengthy discussions, they came to a well-balanced accord that Arnold applauded for their professionalism, adding, "They were great and had done shows in other hospitals, so I think everybody felt more comfortable." Permitted cameras to record Arnold's work while upholding the hospital's strict guidelines for patient care and privacy. In the end, this partnership allowed the show to honor the hospital's concerns while providing viewers with an uncommon and genuine glimpse inside neonatal care. Arnold and the production crew handled this delicate balance with tact and openness. They relocated to Florida after packing up. Jen Arnold, Bill Klein, and their 2 kids have been a part of the show since the first episode. In Texas's Houston. They didn't only raise their family in Houston. Additionally, it served as the hub of Arnold's arduous medical career. As the medical director of Texas Children's Hospital's simulation department, she assisted in educating medical staff on how to use cutting-edge simulation methods to enhance patient care. In addition, she served as an assistant professor of pediatrics in the Baylor College of Medicine's neonatology section, juggling clinical work. Juggling her family life, research, and teaching. But the family had to deal with a major turning point in July 2017. They packed up and moved across the nation to Florida because of the allure of a new employment opportunity. Arnold agreed to serve as the medical director of the Simulation Center at St. Petersburg's Johns Hopkins All-Children's Hospital. It was a very personal as well as professional action. The hospital is delighted to say that this move was a warm welcome home for Arnold. She was born in St. Petersburg and, ironically, spent her early days in the neonatal intensive care unit of the same hospital. In her life's narrative, the city and hospital were particularly significant. The fact that Arnold and Klein were married in St. Mary, Our Lady of Grace Church in St. Petersburg added to the move's full circle effect, as it felt like they were going back to their roots when they moved back to Florida. Arnold said in a 2017 statement that she was excited about the new chapter to come. "I can't wait to get back to Florida." With the expanding educational and research resources at Johns Hopkins All-Children's, the opportunity is a fantastic fit for me, my spouse, and our 2 children on a personal level as well as a professional one. The family was able to integrate their personal and professional lives in a location full of promise and history by embracing both new difficulties and important reconnections. It omits the most trying and vulnerable times for the family. Any loyal fan. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein's marriage and family life are likely the kind of marriage and family life that many people aspire to. Strong, affectionate, and easy-seeming. Think Big, their second biography, however, breaks down the barriers to expose the unvarnished, unadulterated hardships they have endured behind the scenes, moments the program was unable to document. One such intensely emotional moment happened in October 2013, a day that put their love and resiliency to the test in unexpected ways. Klein describes this tragic period with striking candor. Klein returned home with great expectations for their new family life after the couple's arduous and hopeful journey to New Delhi, India, where they adopted their daughter, Zoey. However, the truth was much more nuanced. The shrill sound of their 2-year-old daughter's wails greeted Klein at the entrance door of their house. Zoey, who had just been introduced to her new environment, felt terrified and overwhelmed. She clung to what she knew and tragically turned her back on Klein, her new father. Just before Klein returned, Arnold had rushed back to the U.S. due to a medical emergency, adding to the emotional weight of the situation. Jen and Zoey had become close, but the small girl's anguish was evident and unrelenting without her mother at her side. Klein explained how Zoey's screams echoed through the empty house as his attempts to console her only made her weep more. Zoey was in dire need of her mother, and Arnold was sorely missed in that agonizing emptiness. A moving episode from Think Big provides insight into the vulnerability and actual difficulties of adopting a child, particularly when doing so across continents in tense and unexpected situations. It serves as a reminder to viewers that before love and healing can truly take hold, even the strongest families have times of uncertainty, fear, and pain. Every milestone, anniversary, and birthday party is planned. Although followers of the young couple frequently witness the family commemorating milestones like anniversaries and birthdays, events captured on video, the show's celebratory moments are genuinely staged for the audience. The actual occurrences are authentic. Without a doubt, the family genuinely celebrates these occasions. However, as Jen Arnold openly stated in a 2011 interview with the Huffington Post, the festivities that viewers witness on television are not the real get-togethers that the family does behind closed doors. Arnold disclosed that although the family is shown on TV savoring these moments, the true, sincere festivities take place behind closed doors, out of the spotlight. We make an effort to remind one another that special dinners for anniversaries and birthdays still need to be celebrated separately, and that meals out with cameras don't really qualify. According to her, this method lets the family maintain a feeling of intimacy and normalcy, so they may enjoy significant occasions free from the stress or interruption of recording. For a family that is always in the spotlight, this boundary is ideal. It serves as a safeguard for sincere relationships and preserves some memories, away from the cameras and the audience's expectations, just for themselves. Additionally, it comes with a bonus: twice as many celebrations. Fans can only hope that the private dinners are as full of laughing, cake, and happiness as the ones that are acted out on film. By combining private and public festivities, the family is able to strike a balance between their highly visible lives and the demand for genuine family time, which enhances the significance of those memorable occasions. Jen Arnold suffered a devastating miscarriage in secret. Not long after adopting their son Will from China and preparing to bring their daughter Zoey home from India, Jen Arnold and Bill Klein got some incredibly unexpected news. Klein described the moment Jen said, "I'm pregnant," in their 2016 memoir, Think Big, Overcoming Obstacles with Optimism, in a tone of total and utter incredulity. Considering that the couple had undergone 2 arduous years of reproductive treatments, this information was particularly shocking. Attempts at surrogacy, which were further clouded by distressing miscarriages. After such a difficult journey, the pregnancy was a rare ray of hope and a surprise beyond their wildest expectations. But their happiness was fleeting. The pregnancy was soon determined to be unviable. A terrible blow that put their fortitude and resiliency to the test once more. Klein looked back on their life together with a deep sense of wonder and thankfulness in spite of this grief. He characterized their voyage as an amazing and an incredible journey filled with amazing surprises. This road was made much more remarkable by the presence of their 2 adopted children. When Klein remarked, I will see Jen's beautiful smile and Will's never-ending joy." Zoey enthusiastically hopped and skipped along and simply thought, "When did I win the Powerball of life?" This sincere statement perfectly encapsulated his feelings and their family's life, which is filled with unexpected turns and, despite difficult times, it is ultimately brimming with love, happiness, and thankfulness. Their tale serves as a potent illustration of optimism, tenacity, and the amazing rewards that result from accepting life's unexpected turns. Viewers with impairments have given the show some unfavorable reviews. Exploitative, as stated in the provocative blog article, "Our reality TV shows starring people with medical conditions." Armstrong State University student August Pritchett, who also has a disability, raises significant queries regarding reality TV's morality. According to Pritchett, a lot of contemporary reality shows that feature people with impairments or medical illnesses have an unsettling resemblance to the circus freak displays of a century ago. She argues that rather than encouraging true understanding or respect, these shows frequently take advantage of viewers' obsession with diversity. Pritchett draws attention to a concerning trend in TLC's schedule, which includes programs like Little Women of LA. In order to draw viewers, these programs frequently highlight how individuals deviate from what society considers typical. Stereotypes may be strengthened by this framing, which also leads viewers to perceive these people less as fully developed individuals with a range of experiences and more as curiosities. Pritchett provides a sophisticated viewpoint on the small couple. She praises the program for its educational function in bringing attention to dwarfism, offering insightful information on the day-to-day lives of difficulties faced by those who have the illness. She cautions, too, that even well-meaning programs run the risk of devolving into the troublesome trend known as inspiration porn. This phrase refers to situations in which people with disabilities are presented as incredibly inspirational just for carrying out daily tasks, which may unintentionally simplify their complicated humanity to a source of sympathy or admiration for the benefit of others. Pritchett comes to a sobering conclusion. While reality shows that highlight disabled people who do amazing, in addition to being inspiring, items may inadvertently inspire viewers to objectify or feel sorry for them. The same advancement that these programs want to further may be jeopardized by this subtle but detrimental effect, which serves as a reminder to viewers to carefully examine how individuals with disabilities are portrayed and how that representation affects public opinion. The entire family doesn't mind getting involved in politics. In addition to parenting two small children and shooting the popular reality show The Little Couple, Jen has a busy medical career. Arnold continues to find time to advocate for worthy issues, particularly those pertaining to the medical treatment of children. Arnold's advocacy zeal carried her all the way to Washington, D.C. in July 2017, when she teamed up with the Children's Hospital Association to speak with members of Congress for a day. Opposing proposed Medicaid funding cuts that could have disastrous consequences for disadvantaged children across the country was her clear objective. According to the Washington Post, Arnold had to deal directly with politicians who backed the contentious Medicaid cuts, including several Republicans. She stated, "The timing is critical," while advocating. The Better Care Reconciliation Act, BC, which threatened to cut $43 billion in Medicaid funding, was directly mentioned by her. According to her, it would eliminate money that has a more detrimental impact on children than adults. "We must speak up. We need to speak with members of Congress." Her attendance on Capitol Hill was not the end of Arnold's efforts. Her whole family members joined the campaign and used social media to help spread the word. She posted touching pictures to Instagram. She began by sharing a photo of her daughter Zoe along with the statement, "Today I get to help Ash Cheer Speak Now for Kids. Learn why children's health care is so important." She then posted another photo of her son while visiting the Hill, urging others to join part. "You can also advocate today, Will on the Hill. Speak with your representatives in Congress and urge them to safeguard children's health care." By way of Arnold's activism demonstrates that her dedication to children's health goes well beyond her work behind the camera and in the hospital. She is demonstrating that even in the midst of a hectic existence, making a difference is always a priority by using her position to help influence policies that impact children across the country. The children aren't always on camera for a very good reason. Although Zoe and William have grown to be adored members of the Little Couple and have made significant contributions to the show's allure and continued success, they purposefully don't appear on camera very much. The couple is very careful to give their kids space to be kids, not celebrities, and to respect their privacy. In a 2015 interview, Jen Arnold openly acknowledged that the children themselves aren't very bothered by the cameras. According to her, they're quite ambivalent about it. They will actually say, "Move, move, move. You're in my way," if a camera interferes with their task, demonstrating that while the kids are being conscious of the filming, they put their personal boundaries and experiences ahead of appearing on screen. In the same interview with Glamour, Bill Klein repeated this perspective, highlighting that the majority of the family's activities are intentionally off-camera. "We want them to grow up in a normal, comfortable environment and experience what they want to experience without having to do it in front of an audience, so the vast majority of what we do is off-camera," he said. This preventative measure helps guarantee the demands and scrutiny that accompany exposure to reality TV do not dominate children's upbringing. "This approach appears to be working," Arnold continued, pointing out that their children's school experience is normal and undisturbed by their parents' public life. "I don't think they're self-aware," she said, adding that we haven't heard from their teachers that they even discuss it at school. This suggests that William and Zoe can generally have a grounded upbringing, protected from the public eye and allowed to develop and learn without having to worry about being famous. The way Arnold and Klein manage life in the spotlight is characterized by their careful balancing act between sharing their family's narrative and preserving their kids' normalcy. Fans have started to target the couple's house as a result. The family's home serves as a major and often highlighted backdrop on the show, since most of the sincere and meaningful action involving the young couple takes place there. With this degree of exposure comes a startling and perhaps debilitating level of public awareness. Due to their increased visibility, many admirers have stopped by their front door without warning, transforming their private area into an unanticipated gathering place for supporters, according to Bill Klein. In a Glamour interview, Klein recounted some of these unexpected experiences. "We've had people come to the door or tear pages out of books and write full-length notes and stick them in our mailbox," he said. One instance that stands out in particular entailed Klein nearly having a heart attack. "One woman was on my doorstep when I went to retrieve the mail, and I nearly had a heart attack. She was right there writing her note as I opened the door, and she fell over and all that." He chuckled. Intimate family-centered moments have taken an unexpected turn when the family has even had admirers show up at their house on Christmas Eve and other holidays. Although these expressions of affection and respect are unquestionably flattering, but Arnold acknowledges that receiving such direct fan attention naturally causes some anxiety. "Although everyone has been quite kind, you do question whether someone knocking on your door is well-intentioned. We do of course prefer when they send us a letter, since when we are at home, that is obviously our private time," she said, stressing the value of privacy. "And maybe get a little nervous," she said. "However, I understand that people observe us and feel as though they know us." The couple carefully manages this delicate balance between interacting with fans and maintaining personal boundaries. Despite their public lives drawing love and attention from viewers worldwide, their Houston home remains a haven, a place for comfort and family. Fans of the Little Couple are aware that while Jen Arnold and Bill Klein lived in Houston, their family named it genuinely stunning. However, since only a few features were shown on camera, many viewers of the show might not have realized just how extraordinary their home actually was. When Arnold and Klein decided to leave Houston in 2017, they listed their impressive 4-bedroom, 6-bath house for sale. The property was conveniently located close to Arnold's workplace and was spacious, with plenty of natural light creating a warm and inviting atmosphere perfect for their busy lives. Described as an exceptional quality custom-built smart home, the property was packed with high-end amenities that elevated it well beyond the average family home. One of the most notable features was a media room with a beverage center, perfect for entertaining guests or enjoying family movie nights. The listing also revealed more about the couple's lavish lifestyle, with a generous 3,756 square feet of living space and an eye-catching asking price of $148,000. The home's practical features, such as a mudroom, helped keep the house clean and organized, which is especially important for a busy household. Outside, the backyard was nothing short of a private resort, complete with a resort-style pool and spa area with lovely water features, an outdoor kitchen, and a cozy fire pit, perfect for entertaining or relaxing year-round. The home's versatility was further enhanced by detached quarters totaling 477 square feet, which, the Klein-Arnold home in Houston, was a remarkable blend of luxury, comfort, and clever design, perfectly suited to their vibrant family life. They had serious legal drama surrounding their show, and despite the Little Couple's impressive ratings and devoted fan base, the future of the show suddenly became uncertain after filming abruptly stopped following the incident. The private space included a separate kitchen and a full bathroom, offering endless possibilities, perhaps as a guest house, home office, or a retreat for family and friends. The 8th season. This sudden stop was the consequence of a contentious and well-publicized legal dispute between TLC's parent company, Discovery Communications, and LMO Productions, the independent production company that created the series. According to Deadline, the dispute started in June 2016 when Discovery sued LMO for $7 million, alleging serious financial wrongdoing, including embezzlement, falsified records, and even accusations involving an extortionist accountant. The stars of The Little Couple, Jan Arnold and Bill Klein, were caught in the middle of this high-stakes dispute, finding it harder and harder to cope with the stress and uncertainty. By May 2017, the couple decided to take legal action themselves, filing papers in a California federal court seeking compensatory, punitive, and emotional distress damages, as The Hollywood Reporter disclosed. This daring move swiftly turned into a full-blown legal nightmare, creating a chaotic environment behind the scenes. Highlighted the extent to which the situation was impacting them on a personal and professional level. Thankfully, fans didn't have to wait long for some good news. Despite the ongoing legal issues, TLC declared that The Little Couple would return to television with a new season that premiered on September 19, 2017. The lengthy legal battle finally ended in March 2018. However, the specifics of the settlement are still under wraps. Variety reported that the nearly 2-year dispute ended with an amicable settlement that satisfied both Discovery and LMO Productions. This resolution allowed the show to continue entertaining viewers without the specter of controversy above it. The Little Couple has drawn criticism. The show has won over viewers all over the world, with an average of 2.1 million viewers per episode in 2013. However, Jen Arnold and Bill Klein have received criticism, especially regarding their parenting style. Many people question the wisdom of adopting 2 young children at once, calling it crazy or overwhelming, when the couple announced they were adopting not 1 but 2 children, 3-year-old William from China and 19-month-old Zoey from India. Arnold and Klein were quick to clarify that their path to parenthood wasn't carefully planned, but rather felt destined. Their journey started in 2012 when they started an 11-month adoption process for William, but they hadn't. In an interview with The Wrap, Klein addressed the concerns with a light-hearted humor. They had quietly put their names on a waiting list for another adoption through Little People of America, LPA, 4 years prior. To their surprise, during William's adoption, they received a call about Zoey. This unexpected double blessing shook up their plans, but ultimately felt like fate. Our friends have 2, 3, some even 4 kids, and they haven't killed each other. Other yet. Arnold compared the experience to having twins, admitting that it wasn't in their plan, but expressing hope and confidence in their ability to handle it. It's like getting pregnant with twins, she said, highlighting the fact that raising multiple children is difficult for any family but not impossible. Although we didn't anticipate it, hopefully it would be a benefit that we can manage it. Their candor over the. Despite the many obstacles they face on screen and off, Jen Arnold and Bill Klein are widely admired for the positive message and uplifting outlook they consistently share through The Little Couple. Their show has always been a beacon of hope, resilience, and love. The unpredictable nature of adoption and parenting resonated with many fans, demonstrating that even with the spotlight on them, Arnold and Klein navigate family life with honesty, humor, and love. Bill Klein battled depression and suicidal thoughts in college. In a heartfelt 2015 interview on Huff's Live, as reported by US Weekly, Klein talked about the dark period he went through during his college years. Years of unrelenting bullying had worn him down, pushing him into what he described as the deepest pit of depression. Klein had previously inspired fans with stories of love, family, and perseverance, so when he bravely stepped forward to reveal a much more difficult chapter of his life, one marked by depression and suicidal thoughts, it caught many off guard. Klein's message was ultimately one of hope, as he assured fans that life has gotten better and better every year, emphasizing that recovery and growth are possible, but he also gave an honest reality check, revealing that the pain and isolation became so overwhelming that it brought him to the brink. It was a raw and honest confession from someone who many saw as a pillar of strength, and it revealed the hidden struggles behind his public persona. "I've had hiccups along the road every year to deal with," he said, emphasizing that dealing with depression is a continuous process rather than a final goal. In addition to humanizing himself, Klein's disclosures regarding his mental health offered consolation and support to several individuals dealing with same difficulties. By demonstrating that even individuals who appear to have it all can struggle and that better days might arrive with persistence.